2020 is coming to an end, a year full of surprises with most of them not being great, but for some Spider-Man film fans, news broken recently from The Hollywood Reporter regarding the next Spider-Man film could be the best news they've heard all year. On December 8th, it was exclusively reported by The Hollywood Reporter that Alfred Molina would be reprising his role as Doctor Octopus in the next MCU Spider-Man film. This was rumored a while back, with it being said that the actor was spotted on set. However, there have been many crazy rumors surrounding this film in development that one can ignore until it becomes true, which is the case here. At the time, it's unknown whether Molina will be playing the same version of the character previously seen in Spider-Man 2, but from what we've seen so far, J.K. Simmons reprised his role and it was a different version of Jameson, while in a now deleted Instagram post, Jamie Foxx said his Electro wouldn't be blue this time, meaning his involvement with the MCU Spider-Man film will likely be portraying a new version of Electro. That was huge news when it first broke, and I wish I could have made a video on it during that time. However, there was a lot more I had to do outside of YouTube, which is sort of the case now, except I really wanted to talk about this casting. Jamie Foxx was a villain in the worst Spider-Man film, and his Electro is regarded as one of the worst Spider-Man film villains, so I'm not really excited to see his character return if it is the Amazing Spider-Man version, but from what he said in the now deleted Instagram post, it looks like he'll be trying a new version of the character in the MCU. However, I am more excited and curious to see what Molina will bring to the table as Doc Ock in the MCU, but the one thing I wanted to talk about that would be a terrible move in my opinion is Molina returning as the same character from Spider-Man 2. Not as a new iteration of Doc Ock like what J.K. Simmons did, but I'm talking the exact character from Spider-Man 2, the one who died saving New York. This could be bad. Spider-Man 2 is regarded as one of the best comic book films and even the best Spider-Man film. It's my personal favorite, and Molina delivers a great portrayal as a villain, only rivaled by Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin among Spider-Man film villains in my opinion. In the film, Octavius begins as a man hoping to finally achieve what he's been working on his entire life, an artificial sun that could change humanity, and he finally receives proper funding for it from Oscorp. The experiment goes wrong and he loses everything, including his wife, and the artificial arms he built to assist him during this experiment corrupt his mind, which result in him becoming a villain. At the end of the film, he realizes his ways thanks to Peter Parker and sacrifices himself and his life's work for the greater good, completing his story arc. Now, an idea that I've seen thrown around and what I hope doesn't happen is that this Doc Ock in the upcoming MCU Spider-Man film will be the same one from Spider-Man 2 who died, but he'll somehow come back into the MCU as a villain, which completely alters his story arc. Even if Doc Ock were to survive the ending of Spider-Man 2, I find it highly unlikely that he would return as a villain, which is why this is such a bad idea, which is why it would be better for Molina to portray another version of Doc Ock. Although there have been rumors of other previous Spider-Man film actors returning, such as Emma Stone and Kirsten Dunst, which is a video for another time, to me it seems more likely and a better idea that Molina plays another version of Doc Ock separate from Spider-Man 2. J.K. Simmons did this with Jameson, and from what's been said by Jamie Foxx in a now deleted post, it seems like the direction with his Electro will be a different version from TASM 2, and I think it would be best for the fans of the original Spider-Man films if Molina were to play another Doc Ock. Basically, when the MCU does end up doing the multiverse, maybe they'll have something where it's like the characters are played by the same actor, but of course they look different, much like with J.K. Simmons. And overall, I'm looking forward to seeing what Molina can do in the MCU, but I'm also hoping he plays a Doc Ock different from Spider-Man 2's, just because that would be such a bad idea and a disservice to the writers and everyone involved in that film that contributed to Octavius' story arc. His story is complete, and let's keep it that way, and here's to hoping that Molina plays a different Doc Ock in the upcoming film. So let me know what you guys think. How do you feel about Molina returning, and what are you hoping to see from the character, whether it be the Spider-Man 2 version or a new version? Also, I apologize for not uploading as much recently. I've been busy and there's really not much that I wanted to talk about. However, I am planning on doing a Miles Morales playthrough soon, so be on the lookout for that. And as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, follow my social medias, hit that like button, and I will see you guys again in my next video.